I'm Jasmine Anderson. A search right now for the hit-and-run driver who killed a man in Holbrook. Police say the Holbrook man, whose name is being withheld, was hit while walking on Coates Avenue. It happened yesterday afternoon just north of Frank Court intersection. Suffolk legislator-elect Catherine Stark is expected in court today, accused of driving while impaired by drugs. Police say Stark was arrested on Pondview Road in Riverhead yesterday afternoon. The 60-year-old's attorney says his client was under the influence of medication prescribed to treat cancer and not illegal drugs. Only a Newsday, an update on the search for Suffolk's next top cop. Incoming Suffolk County Executive Ed Romaine said he would search locally for candidates to replace outgoing Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison. Romaine told his transition team last week applicants have already submitted resumes. Harrison announced his retirement in early November after a 2-year tenure. The Speaker of the House expected on Long Island today. Mike Johnson will visit Hauppauge today to support Nick LaLotta's re-election bid in the 1st Congressional District. New York has emerged as a pivotal battleground for control of the House in 2024 after the GOP flipped several seats last election cycle to give them a thin majority. To the legal battle stemming from the opioid crisis and who is to blame for it? Today, the Supreme Court will hear oral arguments in the challenge to a multi-billion-dollar bankruptcy plan for Purdue Pharma. That's the maker of the opioid OxyContin. The settlement projects members of the Sackler family, which owns the company, from the civil liability for opioid-related claims. See you next year's group of Kennedy Center honorees. Billy Crystal was celebrated at a star-studded event last night. Crystal, who grew up in Long Beach, received the top U.S. honor for achievements in the arts yesterday.
I've actually never been around.
It's an awesome feeling to be included with this particular wonderful class, but to be treated with the respect and the appreciation from everyone at the center and at the White House today with President Biden and Dr. Biden. It's awesome.
Crystal was honored along with Dionne Warwick, Barry Gibb, Queen Latifah, and Renee Fleming. Congratulations to all the honorees. Some local high school students showing us the true meaning of Christmas, bringing joy to others. This was a Christmas party yesterday for over 100 residents who live in 12 group homes across the island. It was thrown by Catholic Charities with help from volunteers and high school students at St. John the Baptist High School in West Islip. The event was held in the high school cafeteria that was transformed into a Christmas wonderland. Checking out your Hyper Monday forecast, a decent day today, highs around 53 degrees, sun and clouds, but tonight we drop down to the 30s, so get ready for it. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, cooling down, highs around 44 degrees. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
A magical trip back in time for the holidays. Steve Langford takes us to the Dickens Festival in Port Jeff.
A presentation of Scrooge, A Christmas Carol.
Bah humbug weather in Port Jefferson Sunday, but great expectations nevertheless for the final day of the annual Charles Dickens Festival.
We hope you're enjoying this lovely London weather we're having here.
The Scrooge crew performing a rendition of A Christmas Carol before a hearty crowd.
Humbug.
Must you be so dour in this joyous time of year?
You have Christmas in your way and I'll have it in mine.
For a Christmas time classic set 2 centuries ago, some things never change.
At this festive time of year, it is more than usually desirable to create some provision for the poor and destitute.
Many hundreds of thousands are in need of common necessities. 100,000 more are in need of common comforts, sir.
Are there no presents?
Plenty of spirit here, 3 in particular, past, present, and yet to come.
I promise to be kind and generous on Christmas and all the days to come.
What do you think of playing in this miserable weather?
It's not miserable weather. I mean, anybody who knows anything about typical London weather, this is typical London weather.
Russ Green says he was approached to play the role of Scrooge.
They asked me to do it 3 years ago because they thought I'd make a good Scrooge. A friend of mine said, you know that's not a compliment, right?
Judging from the streets of the village of Port Jefferson, the weather may have scared the dickens out of usual festival goers.
Talk about a tale of 2 days. Yesterday here was beautiful. Thousands of fans.
There's a lot of diehards that are here today. So the people that are coming out today are diehard.
It's very cute. It's nice. The weather's like a little bit, putting a damper on things, but I'm still excited to be here.
Happy New Year! Steve Langford for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the Dickens Festival on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A group of bikers spreading some holiday cheer to sick children here on the island. Drew Scott has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Dozens of Long Island's Harley Owners Group, or HOG, mounted up on their motorcycles and with a police escort made their way to deliver an early Christmas present to hospitalized kids in Nassau County. It's an awesome sight, 100 Harley riders making the 40-mile trek from Oakdale to Ronald McDonald House in New Hyde Park.
I've seen them smile. We love when they come out and they're able to sit on our bikes and just have a good day.
The Harley owners donated hundreds of toys. Police escort included NYPD, Suffolk County, and Southampton Town motorcycle units. Nick Nigro and Paul Pizzuto started the Harley Toy Convoy 6 years ago.
I mean, if we could just put a smile on one kid's face during the holidays while they're in that hospital, that's all that matters to us.
This isn't something that we just started doing. This takes the entire year to create this one day, and it's worth every minute, doing it for these kids.
Board member Teresa Buccaleri of Ronald McDonald House says this is the highlight of the year for these hospitalized and recovering children.
When they see all of these gentlemen coming in on their motorcycles and bringing bags of toys, their eyes light up.
A motorcycle ride with purpose and smiles. Drew Scott, Newsday TV.
Read more about this story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Information about communities is lost if you don't have local reporters. And if there's no one reporting, how do you know what's going on in your community?
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.